Hello, I'm Leocrit, and welcome to my first Christmas review. It's that wonderful time of year again. Family and friends getting together, kids having fun in the snow, well, except when they have to shovel it, and getting your most anticipated Christmas present. Well, a lot of times I just get a Steam card or whatever my mom could think of at the last second. My dad I haven't seen in the last 20 years just gives me a text message. But I did get one game for the holiday season, and it's a game about a dog, a rabbit, a giant robot, a psychotic Santa, and a terrible monster that hangs over the poor and helpless but benefits the rich and powerful. This is Sam & Max Ice Station Santa. Yep, the first episode of Sam & Max Beyond Time and Space. This is a direct sequel to Sam & Max Save the World created by the Telltale Games. The last game, as well as the previous one, Sam & Max Hit the Road, was a fun point-and-click adventure game that has some pretty good humor into it.
That's no head, Max. It's one damned ugly time bomb. Let's leave this criminal cesspool pronto.
Good idea, Sam. Maybe we can ditch the hedge somewhere while the credits are running.
But can this first episode of the second season outperform the last titles? Now, I was also going to take a look at their other Christmas special, Christmas Bloody Christmas, but I couldn't really make that much jokes about it, because the jokes in that one are way better than what I could have thought of.
The prison showers. Gee, if these walls could talk.
I think it's best if they keep their mouths shut.
So sit back, relax, have a nice cup of hot Jones.
Huh? What?
As I'll be talking about the good, the bad, and the Christmas moments of Sam & Max Ice Station Santa. So we begin the story with Sam and Max as they return from a successful peace summit. Oh yeah, Max is a real president. That's when their pet goldfish, Mr. Spatula, tries to kill our president with a giant robot that quotes song lyrics.
Karma, 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 chameleon.
And you know, Sam was right to see this coming.
That insouciant fin-flapping, that glassy, malevolent stare, like a sociopath or a Fox newscaster.
These lines are freaking hilarious. So, logically, they tried to arrest him, but it's no use.
Freelance police, you're under arrest.
Put down the building and come peacefully, and only one of us needs to get hurt.
I answer to no authority but that of my mechanized will. I've got to go where I want to go. Do what I want to do.
Oh no, Sam. He's been to community college.
And the robot goes too far.
All the cops in the donut shop say, way-ho, 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 way-ho.
That's it. No one quotes "walk like an Egyptian" to me and lives.
Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry?
So the only solution is to distract him with a hard question.
What if everything is an illusion and nothing exists?
That theory was refuted by the ancient Australian philosopher Newton John, who said, let's get physical, physical, I want to get physical.
It's all so complicated.
And to take out the gear that's powering the robot.
And another one bites, and another one bites.
Just like how Freddie Mercury went out. But they find out that the robot wasn't sent by Mr. Spatula.
It was sent from a bleak and desolate wasteland by the most ancient and powerful opponent we've ever faced. A hairy, bloated, pagan god. Santa Claus!
So they go to the North Pole, which is very easy to get to,
It's literally across the street.
so they can get answers why Santa Claus not only tried to kill them, but is also sending crappy gifts to everyone else.
What did you get from Santa?
A jar full of rhinoceros musk. Yes, another one.
I got a see-through 90. It's beautiful, but I don't have the hips for it.
I'll trade you. Why? What did you get? Tuberculosis.
Hey, aren't Christmas specials supposed to have guest stars? It's Barrick!
Hey Leo, thanks for having me on your channel. I definitely appreciate it. Now, surprisingly, I've never really played a Sam & Max game, but I am quite familiar with the series. I watched the animated series growing up and read the comic books. And I mean, after watching this great gameplay, I definitely want to give it a try. Now, you were right about the story being a weird one. I definitely enjoyed it though. Its silly approach to the Christmas spirit. I mean, overall, the graphics and the art style was really great in this game. The voice acting was solid. I mean, what can you expect from a Telltale game? I actually liked how they portrayed Sam and Max. It kind of made me reminiscent of the animated series, the episode Christmas Bloody Christmas, where they sneak into a prison for Christmas. I can't really go too much into the story as I feel like that would kind of spoil it. But as with most point-and-click games, they usually don't have a very long story, and it's more about having fun and trying to figure out a way to solve puzzles and enjoying the story along the way and getting to the end. That's pretty much all I have to offer. I mean, I definitely do feel like buying the game now that I've seen you play through it, and it definitely seems like something I would enjoy, playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for having me here, Leo. And but by the way, I really like the robot. He was pretty cool.
There is no question you could have that I could not answer immediately. Shoot. Metaphorically.
Aww.
Now let's move on to the gameplay. Just like the last titles, it's a point-and-click adventure game where you take control of Sam with Max following around, as well as getting in your way, as you have to collect items and solve puzzles during the game. Sometimes they can be simple, like filling a sock with coal to fuel Santa's sled, so you can steal it for a mission and a good joke I won't spoil. Or it can be confusing, like bringing a snowball to a diner to haunt a family of cockroaches. Yeah, I had no clue how to figure out that one without YouTube. I also play it like a humongous entertainment game, where I click on things and watch Sam and Max react to it.
I'm glad somebody's keeping wary of the inevitable pigeon uprising.
Wait, does this mean... Nah, I'm putting too much thought into this. You also have to ask people questions to advance a story, or to talk about a certain item you need to get. And even though this is the same company that later made the Walking Dead games, this game structure is nothing like that. It plays like a traditional point-and-click game where you have to think about what you need to do, which means I had to use my brain thingy for this. However, some of the items that you do need aren't that hard to figure out how you get them or what you need to do with them. Sometimes you'll just check around a place and then you'll see something and then you'll think, hey, I remember seeing something like that. Well, I guess I better use that item for that. And yes, the tree does move like an escalator. Laugh? Awkward. I need another cameo. It's Aki Dave!
Sam and Max, despite being a series I constantly don't keep up with, made a really good game. From its smart and witty humor.
What?
You were trying to destroy us.
And worse, you butchered every song I wish I'd forgotten.
And another one bites, and another one bites, and another one bites.
I hope he didn't fall on anybody important.
We'd better hurry down if we want to loot the body for spare parts.
I call dibs on any delicious candy that might spill from his demolished innards.
To its fun characters and story.
A disguise could never protect you from THEM.
Them?
Despite point and clicks not really being my thing unless a bear is involved,
I'm just staying in here.
What was that?
I definitely suggest you guys checking it out.
What, no hilariously inadequate disguise this time?
Sam, you poor naive fool. Don't you realize the time for disguises is past?
Yeah, you poor naive fool. Don't you realize that?
Love you guys and Shang Momo.
Alright, now let's move on to the good. Sam and Max. These two are incredible. I love these guys. Besides being the heroes in the game, and our only heroes in the game, you'll get what I mean when you play through the rest of it.
I'm not wearing a disguise.
Wow, I forgot how ugly you were without a wig or hat or something.
Well, to be fair, we also have
Flint paper!
Hiya, fellas. Hey, what's the rumpus? I'm in the middle of some sensitive PI business.
And we didn't see you at all last year, Flint. What gives?
I had one hell of a crazy case, fellas. Foiling a conspiracy in the movie biz, matching wits with a reanimated Grover Cleveland, breaking up Ascension cell phone network, and a showdown with a cult leader on Saturn Sergeant's moon!
That man is a motherfucking patriot. Sam and Max not only managed to get the job done, but they also partake in cartoon antics and clever writing that you would find in the Looney Tunes or an Animaniacs cartoon.
Hey Sam, give me the rest of those elf tears. I've got a date with an unsuspecting metropolis.
Sorry, little buddy. They only work on plans.
You win again, Tokyo!
Show of hands, who wants to see Max fighting Godzilla and King Kong? And besides, the last games as well as the TV show were like that, so I think the writers did a pretty good job with these two. It really shows how to interact with the people, scenery, and environments. These two are hilarious, and the writers did a good job portraying how they interact with this environment along with the strange case they're a part of.
Where are all the other elves?
Santa fired them. To stay competitive with the other major holidays, we had to outsource our gift manufacturing.
How'd the elves take it?
They all got together and sang a farewell song.
Aw, that's sweet.
You didn't hear the song. Let's just say it wasn't very Christmassy.
The minigames. There are some minigames in this, and they are fun to play, both relevant and non-relevant to the plot. They range from Punch-Out with rats, Whack-A-Mole with guns, and GTA with Tickle Me Elmo, Torture Me Elmer. They were fun to play with, and I wanted to expand on more of them in the later games. Right now I'm imagining a House of the Dead like minigame that happens at Night of the Raving Dead. Maybe I'll take a look at that one sometime in the future. The humor. Besides Sam and Max, we get a cast of other great characters, some new and some returning like Abraham Lincoln.
Sybil said it'd be fun to take part in Stinky's trivia contest. But like the rest of the 21st century, it's really just a confounding mishmash of unfamiliar buzzwords tossed about willy-nilly.
Stinky made a game based on my presidential memoirs?
True, not all of them are great like the soda poppers, but we do get some funny moments with Bosco.
Do you have any Lords of Leaping and or Maids of Milking?
I told you this ain't a store!
Do you have any inflatable arms capable of being used as replacements for your real arms?
Didn't I just tell you this ain't a store no more?
Do you have any passive-aggressive payback disguised as an innocuous customer inquiry? Do you have any...
No! This ain't a store!
It's not?
No!
Oh, why didn't you say so?
The diner waitress Stinky.
We'd like the tuna sandwich, extra peppers and Pop Rocks on white bread.
Sal, I need an Al Gore and mariachi pants riding a disco ball.
And even making the elves cry was freaking hilarious.
In case no one mentioned this to you yet, you were adopted.
Finally! I've been living at that orphanage for 30 years. It was starting to get pretty awkward. Where are my new parents?
They just died.
Oh, well, easy come, easy go.
There are even some good visual gags to see, just as some of the items in Bosco's Inconvenience Store.
Max Impeachment Weekly, Volumes 1, 2, and 3.
Volume 4 comes out next week!
Heck, even looking at some of the messed up toys can be pretty funny. And also some stuff you see in Santa's room, like a Naughty Reindeer magazine. Guest star! It's Drakewin Gaming!
Hello everyone, Nary here from Drakewin Gaming, or some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I am taking a look at something my friend LeoCrit sent me on Twitter. He wanted me to do some commentary for Sam and Max gameplay footage. So, what I'm going to be doing is taking my favorite clips and piecing them together and sending them to him so he can put a video together. So, without further ado, let's jump into it and see what he has for us. I've not played any of the Sam and Max series, actually. I really need to. I'm just not a huge fan of point-and-click adventure games anymore. Because developer logic has always been something that has eluded me. Like, for example, to open a door, you need to find, like, a paper clip, a rubber band, and, like, a golden statue.
That rat, Jimmy Two-Teeth, stole our phone and won't give it back till we bribe him with Swiss cheese.
That was uncharacteristically lucid of you, Max. Fortunately for us, Max just went cheese shopping this morning.
Unfortunately for us, I have the memory of a jar of wallpaper paste, and I've completely forgotten where I put said cheese.
Nice. Alright, this is another favorite clip of mine. Just, this scene is insane. Look at this! Is this some kind of escalator? No! It's a tree! Or a shrub. I just thought that was really funny. He's like automated plants.
Merry Christmas.
Pretty cool. So apparently in the Sam and Max universe, literally anything goes. It's basically an Adult Swim video game.
I also chose A.
What the hell, dude?
And that's very sweet, Mr. President.
Who stole Lincoln's head?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Put it back!
That is wrong.
Alright guys, so that has been the conclusion of my commentary, and I actually enjoyed watching this. This was pretty funny. I need to start actually playing the Sam & Max game, so Leo actually ended up turning me on to Sam & Max. So, hey, we both got something out of this. But anyway guys, this is Nary from Drake Wing Gaming. I love you all. Please go support my friend Leo Crit. He's awesome. He's got some nice videos, and I hope you all enjoy this and have a Merry, Merry Christmas.
Now that we talked about the good, now let's talk about the bad. The hint system. While it can be helpful at times, it only comes when it wants to. Now I did play this on normal mode, so I have no idea what it's like on easy mode, but I expected at least something when it comes to a normal difficulty. Not a whole lot, but just something. Because I picked up an item called a Simple Maze, and for the whole game, I had no idea what to do with it. Now I did figure out how to use it, but it was a little cryptic. Now while Sam picking up the item could have said, "This will be a fun present for rodents of all ages." Just some hint like that would have been useful. You wouldn't have to make it simple, but it's something that the players could think of what he or she needs to do, rather than being confused to the point where they had to look up the solution on YouTube. The minigames are worth playing only once. Now while I did say the minigames were fun, there was very little replay value for them, because when I was done with them, I found very little reason to go back to them. They could have made some sort of reward for playing them a second time or getting even a bigger higher score, or with new challenges that could have led somebody to Sam & Max getting collectible that they can put in their room. Just something like that will bring some sort of replay value to this. The twist, while funny, is a bit confusing. Well, I just said it right there. Well, if you don't want to be spoiled, just go to this spot right here. So you find out that the crappy gifts were not being sent by Santa, but by a horrible demon called Corporate Presents, as he was originally supposed to go to Satan in hell, but he misspelled it and sent himself to Santa instead. Also, Santa knew about this. But if he knows about Corporate Presents, why is he shooting up the elves at anyone else who steps to the North Pole except for Corporate Presents? And does he not trust Sam & Max? They saved the world in the last game! I don't know, I just found this a little bit confusing. Well, if you're still here and haven't left my ranting part, let's talk about the Christmas moments! The scenery. We don't really see that much scenery in Sam & Max Ice Station Santa. Well, yeah, we do see the North Pole, but I'm leaving that for another topic. But when it comes to the main city, there are some presents and some references to holiday classics.
I quit! I'm gonna be a dentist!
But as for decorations, there aren't really that many that show throughout the town. Now, there is a reason for this, but I am not gonna give it away. I recommend playing the game to find out for yourself. I would give this a 1 out of 5, but with the surprise at the end, I'll be kinda give this a 2 out of 5. The North Pole. The North Pole in here is just basically a huge toy factory, but the designers did have some fun with this. They also have fun with making fun of like the hottest new toys at the time.
It's a Torture Me Elmer doll.
Look! He comes with his own breakable spirit and detachable retinas!
And as for the elves, they look fine. I wouldn't say there aren't any that stand out from one another because they look the same, but it reminds me of some of the Rankin Pass elves that are just used for background. You know, the ones that are just copies of the same design. And also you get to make an elf cry, and that was friggin' hilarious.
We killed your dog!
Oh no!
Yep, he or she ran right in front of our car, and, well...
I tried to draw you a picture, but I ran out of red crayon.
We also have Santa's room where we see his records, books, his picture frame with the Abominable Snowman, and the... Hey, speaking of Santa Claus, let's talk about him! Oh yeah, as for a score, 4 out of 5. Next topic! While the look for this Santa Claus wasn't bad, he's basically kind of a dumbass. Now while I do like a Psychotic Santa, after all I love playing The Night Santa Went Crazy over and over again during the holidays, and sadly I can't use that song because of copyright bullshit, he pretty much had no reason to go crazy. And yes, I do know that Corporate Present was in the same building with him, but not only did he lock himself up in another room, but he also could have had the Ghost of Christmas help him out, but instead he shoved him in the safe for no reason. And as for the dumb part, that's when he ate Corporate Presents after it was turned to jello by the Ghost of Christmas and it possessed him. Why would he do that? What, is this supposed to be a fat guy joke? Well, it's not a very good one. So, is this a good Santa? Well, based on looks, yes, but when it comes to personality and intelligence, no. However, he did try to kill the soda poppers, so I will give him an extra point for that. Yeah, I am not a fan of these three. So, I'll have to give this Santa a 2 out of 5. And the overall score is a 3 out of 5. It looks like Christmas, but it's missing some stuff that would stand out from other things that you would find in the Christmas story. And yes, I know what I said. Maybe they went a little bit more out with more characters, like have the Abominable Snowman show up in the game rather than him being in a picture, or some other references they could have fun with. But I do understand that Telltale was on a tight deadline, and there were some cuts that had to be made, as well as some models had to be used over again. But on the other hand, it does have some good scenery and some good comedic moments and references to watch, so I'll give some pointers to that. Now it's time for my overall rating, and my rating for this game is 4 Psychotic Santas out of 5. It's a fun point-and-click adventure game set in the holidays. In fact, it's probably one of my favorite point-and-click games. And I mean think hard point-and-click games, not story-driven point-and-click games. While it does have some flaws like the hint system not working when you want it to work, and also some stuff having little replay value, I still find this a fun game and a must-recommend for the holiday season. So, grab this game, as well as the rest of Season 2 for that matter, and have a merry time playing and laughing along with this game. I'm LeoCrit, and I'll see you in January! Hey there, thanks for watching my first Christmas special. Also, I want to thank Barrick, Dave, and Drakewing Gaming for being a part of this video. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope you three and everyone else has a Merry Christmas this year. It's Drakewing! Fuck. That was fucking terrible.